Maybe we'll like Freshca's version better. It has just like more aggression, I think. Like Arcanite Reaper, Corcoran Elite. He put in additional early taunts, all kinds of just earlier minions.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
Freshca plus Regis. Aggro Taunt Warrior. But I'm sure it'll play better. It's just less true to the form, perhaps. I don't like the reward for the quest very much. Doesn't seem to help me in many of my matchups. It's good against Tempo Rogues and Hunters, but 4-3s are just nothing to every other class. Yeah, it's only good if you're ahead, I think, particularly. It's really tough if you're behind. Found a new love with mid-range Quest Hunter. I actually really love it. It's aggressive and has great value generation. Nice, dude. I still have not hit a good Quest Hunter list in all of my life. Both old and new Quest Hunter. I do not know anything about the new Tool album, no. I mean, I saw like people talking about it or something, but no, I'm not a big music guy, as you guys know probably. I have played Papers, Please, yeah. Very striking game to say. I don't know if I'd call it a fun game, but a striking game. An interesting game, perhaps an important game even, but I don't know if it's fun. Shaman OTK with Malagos. No, we have not done that lately. I mean, we've done that at some point in our lives, yeah, but not lately. Put in the Phalanx Commander. Well, I want to try Freshca's list. This is Freshca's take. Pulled a Golden Octodad today. Feeling conflicted because there are a few legendaries I still need for Uldum. Yeah, that's a lot of dust, dude, to commit to an Octodad. I feel like you might just want to bite the bullet on it. I don't know, dude. That's a lot of dust, man. That's gonna be that's a hard one to swallow, I'd say, personally.
This place is scary.
This place is scary. I don't really like any of these. I like the Goldshire Footman if we can hit an into the fray, but until then, it's really, really weak. It does give me a turn 3 curve play, though, with Belligerent Gnome, I guess, so it's worth at least something. Next turn, hopefully we can trade into this if we retain our threat here, which we should. Submitted my first custom card for the new Demon Challenge. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I won't really know it's yours until way later. I don't really look at the names of the submitters until I pick the cards. So you may have to point it out to me later or something, because I may not just inherently know that it's yours. Yeah, I guess this is still worth. I think we do need to respect this, unfortunately. Our hand is very rush-based right now, not a ton of aggression, so we may need to play towards the mid-game a little more. What? Sending people to the gulag's a lot of fun. I guess I didn't see it that way. I don't know. I didn't want to power trip over sad digital entities. You know? Sure, there are a lot of streamers out there who would. Argenti says Quest Hunter, but not one of the 2 bad deck lists that are on HS Replay. I don't know the list on HS Replay even, so I don't have a lot of insights, I guess. I'm just not the Quest Hunter guy. I don't know if it's better to play the Corcoran or not instead of just like a tempo-y 4-drop, but I don't think Druid's going to want to answer this turn. Swipe, I guess, is pretty good, but so I'm going to regret not playing this if he does have a swipe. He does. Shoot. Well, I think we made a mistake then. This would have been way better against the swipe. He would have swiped this instead, which is pretty low priority. He's going to hit the Goldshire. Okay. I'm fine with that, I suppose. I really need something of value and threat. These minions are so weak, man. No bolster punish. Like, no push with bolster makes this really hard. So, quest will be done this turn, which thankfully means he can't Oasis me until next turn. At least not effectively. Either Oasis, honestly. Your opponent is finishing his quest awfully late. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? I actually sometimes comment on your YouTube, but you don't know it's me because I use my real name. Timur Sultanov. That's an awesome sounding name. You sound like some kind of cool, like, old baron or something. Timur Sultanov. That's awesome. Quest is done. 5 cards in hand. It's not so bad. Tolvier's a little funky. I think we just go like this, right? It creates some pressure now. A lot of board, right? They get more damage this way. These are kind of annoying to deal with an Oasis Surger, right? Like, they each go to 1, but then I still get a lot of damage back. I can return swing with the Restless Mummy or the Ziliax, depending on what else I find. Still have 5 over here as well. So Surger is not good unless you can maybe push out a 2-mana card with it. Maybe like another Wrath. Certainly a possibility. Queen of Pain is new. Mistress of Pain. Fellstalker is new. Succubus. That sounds right, yeah. I'm not honestly sure. Hey, chat, where can I submit my custom demon card for Regis? You just do it on the link in the YouTube video. In the description, there will be a link. It's super easy. Super duper duper easy. I promise. Okay, that's not an attack on these. That's pretty good news. Yeah, I think we just go Mummy into Goblin. Just keep the pressure maintained here. Go face, go face, go face. Trade into these dudes here that create problems for us. And hopefully just get there. I mean, we're close. Oasis, Hidden Oasis is going to cause problems. We didn't hit like an Arcanite Reaper or a Leroy yet. So we may have trouble getting over the hump here. Because Hidden Oasis is just a big old problem right off the bat, right? Can't play these together yet, which would be nice. Somebody gave you a sub. They did, Jamaican Bacon. Thanks for grabbing the link, No Sam Dude. Very helpful. Oh, God. Okay. At least we still have some semblance of a board. Frightened Flinky's pretty solid.
This place is scary.
This place is scary. Yeah, we'll chain it. That's good.
This place
Maybe I can find an Armadillo. Sweet. Okay. Alright. So we do represent lethal on board. He's gonna have to be reactive in some way. This Armadillo actually hits some pretty sick targets. The only sad thing is I can't really play these with it the same turn, you know? It's not like an end of the fray. So. Ancient of Lore. Wow, I haven't really seen that much. Oh, it's off the Worthy Expedition. Of course, of course. So, hit me with that Leroy. Why would you hit this one? I'm not gonna heal it, right? That's intriguing. I would just hit the higher health one. You don't expect people to heal, right? Hey, Faroon, man, how's it going? History buff's a perfect on curve play. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Perfect on curve play. Okay. It's a big old pile of stats. This trades really effectively. It's good. Bum 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 bum. Health doesn't matter, but it might. You don't know. Like, what if there's another swipe, right? Like, 1 health minion dies to swipe, and a 2 health minion doesn't die to swipe. There could be any number of things that like change the math in a way that's favorable, right? If I'm not healing it, I think you hit the higher health total priority guy. It's quest, no swipe. I hate to be the one to tell you that. Finby, I hate to be the one to tell you this. He already played a swipe, dude. So while I appreciate your confidence, in this particular instance, it may be misplaced. Like it's pretty fun to have confidence. I do respect it, but this time around, it might be a miss. It might just be a miss. How do we want to do this? Probably just run in the 2/2 here, and then 3 and 3. Or whatever order, it doesn't matter. These both die, so. But putting this into here does enable us to keep it alive, which is nice. So let's go here. Do we actually want to run this into one as well, though? No, let's maximize face output, right? And we'll play the bigger one right now while we can. Okay, cool. Should have considered a value trade, perhaps, but ultimately we're a damage deck, and that 3 doesn't really threaten any of our taunts, so I think we made the right move. Order right, you could have Korkron first and maybe buff Zilly to hit the 6. Yeah, maybe, but then also the Korkron wouldn't have got buffed, so I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it's definitely worth the consideration. Depends on how you want to... Like, I don't mind losing a 2/2 necessarily, so but I'd rather have a meteor dude on board, right? Because these better survive... Well, that just doesn't really change the Starfall breakpoint. 3 is still suitable, so maybe. Yeah, maybe. Ziliax into 3/5 and Mummy into 6/6 for maximum face damage. But yeah, but then you don't keep the history buff up, right? Did you lose the history buff in your trade? Because you got to value this over the 3/5 if you want. Are you saying 5 and then 3 and 3? You lose this guy if you trade the 3 in, though. I wanted to keep this up. I wanted to keep this dude alive if we can, because he buffs a lot. Definitely a couple runs to... Definitely a couple ways to run it. This should just be lethal. This is a buff too, so... Cool. 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 All right. Finbeast says top quest deck on each stream play run swipe as one of. Okay, yeah, it's probably only one of, but you never know. I mean, ultimately, I don't know the guy's deck. He's making decisions based on his deck. So, for some reason, maybe he thought that a warrior had a way to heal a taunt minion. But for me, I would just always prioritize the actual health of a minion, not a theoretical health of a minion, particularly against warrior. Just different approach, I guess. Not really a big deal. I don't know if it's worth talking about too much further, but just mathematically, I don't know why you'd kill the lower health thing instead of the higher health thing. So that felt good, guys. Yeah, that felt good. Took a while to push it over there, but it did feel pretty nice, I'll admit. And do we go ahead and slam this to make a big old Tolvir? I think so, right? A turn to 4/5 is quite nice. Quite nice. Didn't see the end yesterday. How did the Spirit Pally end up? It sucked. It was terrible, dude. It was terrible. It felt really bad. Like, really bad. Okay. Regis, do you think you could help me with my Hero Power Mage deck? We're going to play one of those tonight, so maybe? I don't know. Hit a curve, 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 hit a curve. Hit a curve. Oh, just to draw a card, huh? Wow, and complete his quest a little faster, I guess. Huh. I did not expect that to buff this dude, but... Alright. I'll take it, man. Whatever. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. The one thing here to see so far about Freshca's list is it's not hitting a lot of taunts with our buffs. It might be a better tempo warrior list in some ways, but I almost wonder if some of the buffs are a bit lost on it. Just because there's not a lot of consistency, right? Winnie! I'm not going to talk to your Shadow Lazan. I'm going to be playing a list that's, like a good list. A good list. Finby, yeah, that may be too. Maybe he's thinking about damaged minions. I don't know if he would know that our list has things that care about damaged minions. I mean, he might assume a Bloodsworn Mercenary. But, I think given the board state at that point, didn't we have much larger things on board that would have been far more favorable to copy with a Bloodsworn? Plus, I think he even had... maybe he didn't have a one-attack minion left anymore. But honestly, dude, it's we've talked about this way too long. I am admitting you bring up great points. Like, I'm not trying to argue with you. You brought up some awesome points. I mean, I think I just made my peace. I would have probably taken a different approach. That's all I'm saying. I don't think there is a universal truth that needs to be determined here from anybody, but good to talk about it for sure. Belligerent Dexter seems pretty underwhelming in this deck. Are we calling this Dexter? Is he a gnome? Do we call Dexter a gnome? I didn't even know that.
How are you only rank 5?
I didn't know that. Your average Twitch viewer. The perfect question. Is this like a meme you're gonna do, your average Twitch viewer? Because this is beautiful. Are you gonna now ask me like, what are very common questions I always get? What's the most common questions people always ask on Twitch? I can't even think of any. Shadow over Death, pretty solid, I guess. Yeah, looks good. He's just bouncing Zephyrus over here. Like, what is this life I'm living right now? What is this life? We have a Mummy into a Battle Rage, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I'd rather do that or just maybe History Buff. Probably just History Buff. Getting a pretty passive hand here, though. But we're getting a lot of chip damage in, which is nice. And let's see, what's Zephyrus going to offer here for 5 mana? Holy Nova does a little bit. Brawl, not Mass Hysteria. 4 mana plays, no Mass Dispel. I don't know. Maybe he just has something else too, right? He might have his own kind of removal options. That's big. Zephrys into next turn. Okay. 7. We still have a good battle rage here. We might go find something cool. What do you use in your hair? Old Spice pomade. Can you play my deck? Yes, that's what your average Twitch user is gonna say. Yes. Can you play my deck? Yes, exactly. That's it. That's the most common question, for sure. How's Hearthstone these days? I'm having a lot of fun, Jeffrey. Some people will tell you different things, but I'm enjoying it a lot, man. Rush minions. So we have Zilliax, and that's it. This is guaranteed to hit Zilly, I guess. Math is a little sad. Hopefully we can hit the Zilly with the gnome. Hopefully we can hit the Zilly with the gnome to make the math way better with the Corcoran, right? Come on, gnome, hit the Zilly. It's a 50-50.
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
What does Regis smell like?
Is that your average Twitch user again? Please tell me that it is. Please tell me that it is. I want it to be your average Twitch user again. no, it's Seb. Seb, thanks for 3 months, man. Welcome back. Tier 1 subs are crazy. Congrats on the blue gem, dude. I forgot to answer your average Twitch user's question, because we've just been playing bad decks all month, man. I don't stress about Legend, and except like maybe once every 3 months or something. We'll try to get a good rank. Maybe every other month we hit Legend, something about there. But usually don't care about it.
What does Regis smell like?
Why did that just now come through? What the heck? Did somebody else? Oh, gosh, dang it. Your average Twitch viewer. I wish I knew who you were, man. What are you using here? Oh, that is a common question. That's true. That gets asked a lot too, yes. Just installed Hearthstone on my brand new tablet, and it reminded me that Rogue and Elysiana got nerfed. So I suppose that is the latest message. Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe. Poor Elysiana. 9 mana. Sad day. Sad Elysiana. Okay, Arcane Shot. That's not enough to stay alive, buddy. I love this idea, this like insane Zephrys Priest here. This is really cool, but we did just sort of overrun him. This deck feels good so far. Yeah, 2-0, man. I like the Freshca version here. It's a little bit of a Freshca take. Is this version better than your previous one? I don't know yet. I don't know. Probably because Freshca made it and he's a really good Hearthstone player. Historically speaking, at least. I don't know how much he plays right now, but historically he was amazing, so probably better. What do you think of Timber Road coming back with Zephrys? It's fine. I don't mind. I think it's cool that Zephrys is popping into lists that aren't strictly Highlander-esque. It's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Soul Word with Zephrys for maximum Zephrys memes. We've already done that, Argenti. A lot, actually. we spent like a whole night on it. It was not very good. My list sucked. There might be a better way to build the list. I don't know, but I had a lot of trouble with it. We did not do a good job with it. We built some good decks this expansion, but that was absolutely not one of them. That was bad. That was bad. Is Mechathu needed in this Mechathu deck? Oh yeah, what can I swap out for the one key legendary in this deck? Is a common average Twitch viewer question. What can I swap out for the one good card? Tomb Wardens are generally pretty sweet. Faceless Lurker's intriguing too. I don't have a lot of good plays here. Hopefully the gnome feels decent next turn. Hey, Sydney, I already see your message. I'm not gonna read all of it now or talk about it now. It sounds pretty tough, but thanks for writing cool stuff, and I'm happy to be of service. I'll try to remember to send you something later, probably tomorrow. But thanks for reaching out. Is Armagadillo needed in this aggro taunt deck? I don't know. God, that tempo is ridiculous. Gosh, dang it. I mean, we have it on curve play, thank God. We have decent mummies to maybe counter this back a little bit, but the problem is, right, he's just going to be trading in with the, well, no, not really a problem, because he's going to hit weapon, go face. I don't think do you value trade over these? You might if you're expecting a Restless Mummy, just to get some additional values, go 2 for 1 on these, otherwise these guys get to wreak havoc. I think you might go face, though. It's a deck that needs to go face at the end of the day. And we might be able to stabilize in some taunts. If he whiffs on this turn, if he doesn't make a good play here. Look at that turn 3. That is insane. Equip a True Silver Champion and summon 2 3/3s. That's ridiculous. How's this deck not better? I mean, it's not bad. It's just how is it not dominating? A question for chat: how viable is Highlander Quest Rogue deck? Anyone make it work? There's some decent ones out there. We played like a top legend one. Felt pretty good. It's not a top tier deck or anything, but it felt pretty good.
Well,
Sweet, he did go face.
make some room by
I think that helps us a lot. Hey, Rabbit Demon gifting subs, man. Thank you for the gifted sub. Grats to Slim Pickens. Good old Slim Pickens. Congratulations. Thank you, man. We're at 973 on the sub count still. Just hanging up there near 1,000. It's kind of crazy. That was turn 2. God, it was turn 2. He coined it. You're right. Turn 2. Equip a true silver champion and summon 2 3/3s. And we're still not that far behind. Kind of nuts. He had a bit of a weak turn 3.
boys. Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Liam, thanks for the Twitch Prime, man. Welcome. So many Twitch Primes this month, guys. Appreciate it, Liam. We're going to add some cool bonuses for Twitch Primes probably sometime next month, guys. Even more. Like, we're going to be doing more, like, kind of bonus stuff on stream. Oh, my God. Jasmarelia and Rabademon, thank you. Goodness gracious, team. My God, guys. How do I want to trade in here? I gotta be careful, because, like, I can hit this and kill it, but I buff this a lot, right? So it's a big backfire. But the problem is, right, if I don't kill this, he might be able to trade in and buff something far scarier, like something with charge or whatever. I don't really know the best way to go about this turn. I think we probably still just kill the 1/2, right? This weapon is buffed, so he wants to hit Ziliax with his face, not the minion, which means there's a somewhat decent chance the minion doesn't kill itself next turn anyway. And if it does kill itself, it's very inefficient. So I think this is the best way to go. Kind of just kicking the can down the road, buys me some time to figure it out later. Which we don't have great plays, right, moving forward. We have, like, Horcron Elite and... that's it. Some battle rages that I think we might have to play one next turn, like trade over, draw a couple. Oh my God! What is going on? We've been kind of hovering around there, so I don't want to push people too hard for 1,000, but I do appreciate the sentiment, dude. That's really nice. God, guys, going crazy. Me like trains. I know you do, Goblin Elf. I know you do. I still want your train to make an appearance. If you're wondering, don't worry. Don't you worry. All right, we are gonna have to enter rage here. Or Battle Rage, excuse me. Bone Wraith is probably just what we need. Right? We can go for Korkron and just trade over if I want to. Bone Wraith, he does trade in. This goes to 4. He trades. I've got the 2/1. His face attacks. This is taking 2 damage. It's a 4/2. I have a 1/1 left on board. Next turn, I have 7 mana. Korkron doesn't resolve the 4/2 very well. Part of me kind of just wants to go Korkron again, but what if this buffs something much, much scarier? I could just, like, Bloodsworn Mercenary as well, but I think there's going to be better plays for that here, right? Like, this alone is a pretty 6/7 mana play, and because of that, I think I'm going to go for the Korkron here. Because this is a really good turn 7, and then I have a decent turn 8 as well. I think we just save these to create 2 big bone rates, right? Rabademon says, just trying to assist since I'm not here a lot due to my busy schedule. Hey, dude, I appreciate that, but I'm here for you, man. Don't you feel like you gotta be here for me, dude. It works the other way around. Will you marry me is another average Twitch viewer question, yeah. But thank you guys for the crazy subs there. Jeez, TPL, Meta Knight, Rabademon, Tinkle Drinker.
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Tinkle Drinker. That's a TLS. Tingle Drinker, thanks for the Twitch Prime, man. Appreciate it, Tingle Drinker. Are you that guy from YouTube? I mean, I do have a YouTube channel that's pretty fairly okay, successful, I guess. Moderately a mediocre success, so sure, let's say that. I'm the dude from that other site, YouTube. Perhaps so. Okay. This helps a lot, even though we're putting them at the math breakpoint for that weapon, right? It still helps a lot, I think. Just getting 4 taunt bodies in the way, and then we followed up with 2 more. And then our hero power at some point becomes a way to stabilize against Rogue. Or maybe we just counter pressure, right? Because we still have a ton of damage with Arcanite Reaper. Wish we could have Battle Rage this turn. So, if he doesn't want to bounce the Grand Mummy, he has to trade it in. Well, he can play something, trade, and then bounce, but then he loses the buff. I think the buff is kind of dead here no matter what he does. Seems like he also just didn't have a lot of proactive stuff to do. But this is a sick turn 7. This is kind of like its own Tomb Warden, right? Like it's just a bunch of big bodies, some taunts, some stats,
I'm
some
proposing
piles.
to my girlfriend in 2 weeks. Any advice?
Just be genuine, I guess. Like, don't. For me, at least, it was, you know, a lot of people get caught up in the romance and majesty, and I think they maybe make it too big in some ways. I mean, everybody knows their audience, right? Hopefully, if you're proposing, but just be you. Ultimately, at the end of the day, and it should go well. It should go well. Just be you.
Mummy needs 5.
It's fine to make it big, I guess, but you know. All right, so 7. Nah, is this lethal? 7, 9, 14. I could easily find a lethal here. With a Leroy's. Actually, no, Leroy's not lethal. Inner Rage is lethal. I don't think I trade over to draw another card, right? I have enough cards. If I do this, I'm passing on the Tomb Warden, but I think that's okay. No Inner Rage. What a sad day this is. What a sad day this is indeed. Alright, that's fine. We're just locking the game out even farther here, I think. Okay. This is like a rogue nightmare. 5 taunt minions in the way. A ton of board. This is just the rogue nightmare scenario. Make her a Starburst Flower. That is actually kind of a cool idea, yes. I did not do that personally, but how did I propose? It's too long of a story, but it wasn't anything too fancy. I kept it simple, like I was saying. Just I took something that was meaningful to us historically in our relationship, and I adapted it to the proposal. That's all I'll say. But it was kind of crafty and creative, but still simple. Helpful. I don't know if I'm being helpful or not. Rip Vanish. Yeah, I know, right? Where is Vanish, dude? Where is Vanish? Where is Vanish? Vanish. We miss you. I wonder. Not you, Regis. Chat is helpful. Well, screw me, I guess, huh? Regis isn't helpful. Chat's helpful.